What's good, YouTube? Dorsey made gaming here, and today we talking some more about Madden Football 18. What's good, everybody? Dorsey made gaming here, y'all. I'm excited to be here today. I'm pumped about what I'm going to talk about today, and I hope that you all are excited about this as well. Now, I was going to break this video down into separate parts. For instance, I was going to talk about some improvements that they can do in Madden 18 as far as injuries. So I'll start there today. Let's talk about injuries. Now, injuries is something that you don't never hear anybody talk about, yet and still it is a crucial and critical part of a complete NFL football period experience, sports experience. Okay. Now, one thing that I noticed that they used to have in Madden was that whenever your player got injured, you could put them through rehab to speed up that injury. You could rest them and things of that nature, and had the opportunity to put them back into the game, even though they weren't 100%. I would like them to bring that back. Will they bring that back? I want to think so. Now, EA made a note that they said that they want to, with the Frostbite engine, they want to implement other things from other games. And I think this also includes previous Madden titles, features that people loved in other titles of Madden that they want to bring back. One thing we have to understand is that with Madden 17, and previous Maddens, they were on last gen and next gen consoles. The issue with that is while on next gen you may have beautiful graphics, they have only so much memory to work with because they have to make that game also fit on previous gen consoles. That's no longer the case. Now, remember back in the day on PlayStation, between PlayStation 2 and 3, you had the same game, but you had different features. Well, they don't do that anymore. But the good thing is about Madden 18 is that it's only on next-gen consoles. So with that being said, they have tons more of memory to work with. Not only that, but with the Frostbite engine, the opportunities are endless. So expect to see a lot more features from other Madden titles revamped and put together. To me, I really honestly believe that Madden 18 could potentially be one of the most complete versions of Madden football ever. And the reason I say that is I really feel like they are going to pull some features from the other games. I believe that they could bring back the scouting combine and things of that nature, being able to run your own 40 times bench press and all that. That'd be really cool. I think like I said about the injuries, how they'll bring it back to where you could rehab those players and bring them back into the game early from their injuries if the injury is a realistic injury that somebody could come back early from. Of course, if somebody tears their ACL, they're not going to come back early from that. But I believe that things like that will be put into the game. What we talked about on the sidelines and things like that, the broadcast, this game has so much potential. And there are a lot of people out there right now who don't like Madden. Man, I mean, everybody has their reasons, and I know that EA is listening. I really feel like EA is listening. Why do I feel like EA is listening? Because we live in a gaming society now where the developers are starting to give the people what they want because they see other titles doing it and how well it works for them. One game in particular being Destiny. Destiny is a really fun game if you like them, but Destiny has a community. The community of Destiny really dictates how that game goes, and thus has paid for the success of that game. Another game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, that I play, same thing. When you have the community, you giving people what they want. If you can please the majority, that leads to more sales. And that's why I feel like EA is actually going to begin to do that instead of just say, whatever, because they know that just because they're the only team developer that can make an NFL football game with NFL licensed players and things of that nature, I don't think that they're getting lax on that. A lot of game developers are having that no man's sky syndrome where, they don't want to advertise such a great game and then it comes out and it's not what it's supposed to be because a lot of gamers now are calling developers out on their shit. Excuse my language, but they are. They're calling a lot of developers out on false promises and things of that nature. So these developers are in a position to where they have to put out a good product. And you know what? That's fine. They need to. They should have been putting out great products. Now, can you make a perfect game? No, you can't. And if you have a contract for a game that's supposed to span over several years, I understand from a business standpoint that you can't just put every awesome thing into the game, because then, you're just looking at a reskin the following years. So each year they have one thing that they focus on in particular. And that's why they do things like adding Madden Ultimate Team and Draft Champions, which is another thing I want to talk about. I'm not a huge fan of Madden Ultimate Team or Draft Champions. To me, it's just an online fantasy football league. I'm a bigger fan of franchise mode, story mode, and things like that. I don't mind playing online. It's cool to play online. It's fun to play with other people. But if I want to build my own team, I could just do that in franchise mode. You see what I'm saying? But doesn't mean I won't play Madden Ultimate Team. I'm just not a huge fan of it because I feel like it takes away space to make a greater franchise and potentially my story mode in Madden. But for those of y'all that love Madden Ultimate Team, hey, do what you do, man. It's awesome that you have something that you like inside of that video game. I'm not a huge fan of it either for the microtransactions. It's kind of a pay to win type of thing, and I'm not okay with that in gaming because it leads to people who are less fortunate and not able to acquire those things to achieve that level of success that comes with pay to win DLC. Now, back to the core of the subject. Madden 18 is, to me, I don't know. Am I counting my chickens before they hatch? Is it wrong for me to expect a very awesome game? I can't help but look at it and expect greatness out of it simply because, one, the position that EA is in right now, two, the position that the gaming community is in right now, and three, the Frostbite engine. You know, I think they learned from their mistakes. Hopefully, EA has learned from their mistakes with the previous Ignite engine, and coming forth with this Frostbite engine, they're able to do a lot more. Now, I will say this: don't expect too much out of the Frostbite engine this year, simply because it's a building block. Now, some of you will say, well, they had a year of experience. If you wonder why FIFA had the Frostbite and other games didn't, I believe that it's largely in part because that was their testing ground. Because FIFA has so many elements from all the other games, and if they can bring out the Frostbite and be able to test those mechanics and things in FIFA and be successful, then it could very well translate to other games, such as Madden, NHL, NBA Live, and things of that nature. I don't think that they will go full blown on the Frostbite engine across their entire games unless they had something special there. And like I've said many, many times, EA is starting E3 this year. And after that, they're going to EA Play. So I think they have some really, really big news. And like I said, I hope NCAA let me know something. Hey, even if you come out and say, hey, we're going to make NCAA 14 backwards compatible, or we're going to put it on the PlayStation Now store, we're going to put, something like that, I'd be cool with that because technically they really could. Why? Because the players who filed the lawsuit for the game were taken care of. So therefore, that's no longer an illegal issue, and they potentially could put out that game and still use their likeness and things of that nature. I don't know, but like I said with Madden, though, with injuries and stuff like that, I would like to see it's really small, but remember back in the older games where there was a player injured and you actually got to see the card come out onto the field and stuff like that for a serious injury. While I don't celebrate serious injuries and things of that nature, as far as the realism of the game, it would be really cool to see that because I remember sitting there waiting to see if the player was going to be helped. Remember when the player was helped off the field, you knew it wasn't a serious injury, but when the card had to come out, you knew it was a serious injury. And I like that excitement in the game. Also being able to see them carted off, fans waving and stuff, but also in lieu of that, make that have an impact on the team, either positive or negative. Same way for the opposing team, positive or negative. Make it realistic, man. And I think, with injuries, that's something very small. That's something that a lot of people don't think about, but those little tidbits can add to the realism and make an overall awesome experience in the game. Now, the reason why I feel Madden 18 will be very successful is because you may not have noticed, but Madden has been implementing certain features in the game, especially in 17, that I feel like will only expand, grow to enormous proportions in Madden and 18. For instance, The updating on the commentary. We spoke about commentary and how you very frequently have an update to the commentary. It's no more they just record a full script and that's it, and you get tired of hearing the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I think the reason people are still playing and buying Madden is because the commentary doesn't get old because they update it. Second, as far as in Madden, with the connected franchises and things like that, the things that they've implemented in that as well. They have set the mold to bring stuff into the game and keep stuff new and fresh in the game. Um, even to the point of like with Ultimate Team, for instance, you're able to play with the draft class right now, and I know that was a tough call for EA because in the long run, you say, well, will we eventually get to a Madden game where it's just basically a roster update? I don't know. It could. That could definitely save them money, especially if they come out with just a perfect game. But then we as gamers, we expect more every year, every season. So they would have to continually outdo themselves. You look at a game like Destiny that came out three years ago, and all Destiny has done was added downloadable content to it. You could potentially one day see a strictly just Madden football, and each year they update the rosters, and throughout that time frame, they do more of support for it. And then if there is a need to upgrade to a better system to give people more, then yeah, you would see that. All in all, I really feel like Madden 18 is going to be awesome, y'all. I'm pumped. I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. I can't wait to see the trailer. Can't wait to see who's on the cover because those two things are going to dictate what the game is ultimately going to be founded upon. I would like to hear what y'all would think, man. What would you like to see in Madden? What is something that you would like to see? Also, y'all, don't forget to check out the video for the 1K giveaway. The channel is growing very, very fast, y'all. And I really do believe that we can hit 1,000 followers by August. And like I said, when we do that, 2 copies, man. I'm giving away 2 copies of Madden 18. One's going to be for Xbox One. One's going to be for PlayStation 4, y'all. So don't forget to go watch that video. And in the comment section of that video, hit the like button and then let me know what consoles you're on. I know some of y'all what consoles y'all on because y'all sent me friend requests. Also, if y'all want to get out on the sticks, hey, we can get out, buddy. We can get out. It ain't no thing. Rida06, RIDA06. That's my PSN name on the PlayStation. I don't have Madden on the Xbox One. I just like playing PlayStation a little bit more. I got both, but I like playing PlayStation more. So if you ever want to get on the sticks, Rida06, send me a friend request. If I'm on, man, and not watching movies or something with the kids or something like that, man, we can get on, we can play, we can even get on the chat, talk a little bit. And I'd love to do some collabs with some of y'all like that. That's really cool. I think I've always wanted to do that to kind of give other people a voice and help boost their channels and things like that. So, y'all, I really appreciate the love, man. I really appreciate the support. Y'all have noticed when y'all comment, I comment back. I'm starting to get more and more comments. So, hey, no worries there, man. It's all good. But all in all, y'all, let me know what y'all think about Madden 18. Let me know what type of content y'all would like for me to bring in the future. Like, what other games are y'all into? Because that's my job, is to bring you good content and good discussions on a lot of different games and topics. We just focusing on Madden right now because Madden is the stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, it's good, man. So that's all I got for right now, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless.